Geoff Ngataierua. Oh, I'm sorry, Geoff. I'm being hopeless.
That's okay, that's fine.
Kia ora, and I'm sorry.
Tēnā koutou katoa, it's Geoff Ngataierua, ka pai for your pronunciation, your attempt. I always say that. So I am church manager for Riccarton Baptist Church. I'm here today with Carol Renouf, who is with Oak Development Trust. They're our community arm. And we're also here today to talk about the rates remission. As you've said, Madam Mayor and councillors, you've heard a little bit about this, but I want you to tell you a little bit about our story. I believe that this will have a huge impact negatively on not-for-profit organisations such as Riccarton Baptist Church and others you've heard of. As we use our buildings for a community hub in the Riccarton area, there's nothing quite like it. We have a number of organisations who actually use our facilities, all the way from the Christchurch Zongwa Chinese Society, the Tamil Society, Korean Cultural Choir. We also have Te Wānanga, who use our facilities for digital literacy. And then Oak Development Trust also use our facilities, and we actually offer the facilities at no cost because we're really passionate about what's happening in the community and to support what is going on. We have a number, as statistics have just come out recently from the council, we have a number of migrants who are in the area, and so we have a lot of different cultures that we represent, and we also have a number of lower socioeconomic people as well, such as students who come along to a lot of our activities. So the community hub, we actually really believe brings people together, helps increasing participation in community programs, as well as enhancing basic life skills. And these are things like even teaching sewing and cooking classes, etc. And we believe that this rates remission is going to actually have a negative impact on us to be able to provide these programs, because of the fact we at the moment charge either zero or very little to these groups who use our facilities, and so the cost involved. So we really want to ask that you consider that the criteria for the rates remission be reviewed, and also to consider not just the financial side but the social, health and wellbeing aspects for the community. And that's something which will not only impact us, as you've heard today, but also impact a number of other organisations, non-for-profit, etc. We're just very much wanting to get our point across that there's a lot of good and hope that we are building in the community, and this will be impacted by the proposed long-term plan with the change to this particular remission for rates. Thank you.
Thank you. Do councillors have any questions? Sarah?
Thank you. Just so we can fully understand what cash reserves may be tagged to. So sometimes they're tagged to, you've had a grant, then it's for wages coming up, those kind of things. What other things are sometimes these cash, the cash that's in the accounts sitting there waiting to be used for?
So we don't have a lot of cash often, so that's to put it really honestly, and we may still come under the criterion where we might, this may not impact us, but cash is held there for reserves. So sometimes we do have an amount in there because we need to pay for a large bill that's coming up, or we may need to actually have money available to help with some of the programs coming up, and repairs, a whole range of things, power, just the basics of being able to actually really facilitate the buildings that we have. So, yeah.
Anyone else? No? Jimmy?
You mentioned earlier in your Baptist Church, quite a few community, vulnerable students, and also the multi-ethnic group. That is free of charge.
That's correct, yeah. So a lot of the events and activities that we have no charge for whatsoever for those. Our Oak Development Trust run a number of those as well, at no charge as well. And we don't charge Oak Development Trust and some of the organisations that come in. Some we charge a small amount,
Okay.
but we're aware that they have their own costs to actually cover as well.
Okay.
And we really want to be that hub in the community, that place where people can come to.
Okay, but regular maintenance is your responsibility, regular maintenance.
That is correct, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you very much for coming in and making the submission. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Katrina Hill, Anglican